many, many times, and I have never heard an answer. But anyway, 265 here. Anyway, I'll give it back to you, Jim, and we'll be listening. Thanks for doing it, Jim. We always enjoy talking to you. 73 K5 CFY.
All righty, Ray. Yeah, and I got a funny feeling people's going to be talking about who raises the gas prices, who sets them, and everything. And you ask 5 different questions, you get 5 different answers, or 5 different people, 5 different answers. So, if you need it, buy it. If you don't need it, don't buy it. All righty, Ray. Well, we'll see now that it's Saturday and Nancy don't have to get the whole crew up and moving. We'll see how she's doing this morning. KI5 OZZ WB8 VMW.
W8WKY.
Well, she's playing it smart. She's sleeping in this morning. All righty, well, we'll go down to Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I never seem to get this here right, but we're going to try. We're going to try for the short straw this morning. W8JAX WB8 VMW. Good morning, Rod. Maybe.
Hey, good morning there, Jim. You got your wish. You got the short straw. W8JAX, and we are portable pedestrian already. Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy are with me here this morning, and Miss Lucy is, her nose is to the ground, trying to pick up that scent is a squirrel or a cat or whatever. She is hoping to pick something up there, and then off to the races will be. We've got mostly clear skies down here this morning, starting out at 74 degrees. Hope all is well in Ohio. I'll pass it back to you there, Jim. Thanks for giving us a call. W8JAX, portable pedestrian.
All righty, Rod. Well, you and Lucy and you and Wendy and Lucy and Missy maybe one of these days out walking around. I'm glad to hear that K9LUCY is starting to get her all of her bearings back and sniffing and having a good time. So maybe she's not mad at you no more. So everything sounds good. So Rod, you and the family and the kids especially have a safe and a very helpful weekend. And we'll catch you next week. All righty. Well, let's now we'll go down. We'll see if I think I got everybody, but I hope I didn't miss anybody. We'll try LJ, see if he's awake this morning. KB8LJ, WB8 VMW.
WB8 BMW from KB8LJ. Yeah, I'm actually up and about and starting to work on some breakfast here, and it looks like I finally got my clear node working to my satisfaction, because yesterday I got it to operate on wired Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi, and I'm happy about that. One less source of interference, but interference isn't too much of a problem with this device. So that's where that stands. And the earlier chatter about e-bikes and so on, got a problem in my neighborhood. Some of the kids are running those big giant e-bikes up and down the sidewalk when you're trying to take a walk. And of course, one reason they're on the sidewalk is the speed limit's 25 on the street, but there's no speed limit on the sidewalks. And there just isn't a lot of space to pass a pedestrian on a sidewalk if you're riding an e-bike. So this is KB8LJ, back to net.
All righty, LJ. Well, there ought to be some kind of laws there that protect the pedestrians. All righty. Well, we'll see if Mark is up and at it this morning. WB6, BJN, WB8, VMW. How about it, Mark? Did you have your porch time and you on the radio now? Well, we'll have to wait for Mark there. In the meantime, we'll go up and see if John is sitting and listening, getting a kick out of the radio this morning. N8YMY, WB8, VMW.
WB8, VMW, N8YMY. Yeah, we've been out here for about an hour or so. We kind of got the pre-net started with Craig there about 6 a.m. So we are now on our way to breakfast, and then we're going to go into work for a few hours today. We got a couple of senior men's baseball games to host there at the stadium, and then we're going to get home and get the old motorcycle ready for a antique motorcycle run tomorrow. There's going to be a run over in Maslin that approximately probably about 200 motorcycles will be in. It's all pre-1984, mostly Harleys. A lot of old bikes and a whole lot of old guys riding them. So with that, Jim, you have a great day, and we will catch you soon on 7.3 and 8YM1.
All righty, John. Well, the older the bike, the less teeth, or the less bugs you got in your teeth. Those new Japanese rice-burning crotch rockets, man, oh man, you get a lot of bugs in your teeth going down the road, them things. No, I had a Harley, and rather than ride my Harley or get a divorce, I got rid of the Harley. And I think I had done the right thing because I thought for a while I had mastered it. And me in a car I almost kissed his hood ornament. And I thought it was time that it was time for me to go to the hospital or him to get sold. So I sold him. Alrighty, John, you take care. We'll try another Tom here, KA8MNT. How about it, John? How are you doing this morning?
WB8 VMW KA8MNT. Well, good morning for Jim and everybody else that's on the net there this morning. We're doing pretty good down here. We're just getting up and getting ready. I've got a 35-year alumni reunion this morning for the Persian Gulf, and we're going to go see some old buddies and friends that we haven't seen for a good while. So we've got pretty much of a full day planned for us today. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3 there, Jim. This is KA8MNT, turning everything back to WB8VMW.
Okay, Tom. Well, my reunion, I never stayed too long in one place. I was in Formosa for a few months till we got them straightened out, and then I went to Korea. But that was after all of the bad stuff went on, and then I went to California, and they tried to blow me up with an atomic bomb and everything. Then I got out of the Army, just by the skin of my teeth. Well, I'm gonna let WB6 BJN if he's still up, I'm going to leave him to Stefan, that's going to take over after me. So we'll give Stefan a call here and get him on the radio and make everybody official. NAWB, WB8, BMW. Right on the money, 7 o'clock, Stefan. It's all yours.
WB8 BMW, November 8 Whiskey Bravo. We appreciate you, Jim, for all that you do. And yeah, so let me start this preamble, then I'll get back to you before we do the list that I already got and take some check-ins. Give me a sec.
W8WKY.
CQ. This is November 8 Whiskey Bravo calling CQ for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Saturday Barometer Net. I'll be your net control this morning. My name is Stefan Sierra Tango Echo Papa Hotel Echo November, and my call sign is November 8 Whiskey Bravo. Our repeater call is W8WKY. This is a controlled net, and all traffic must pass through net control. Emergency traffic may break into this net at any time just by saying break. Sarah meets on this repeater every morning, 7 a.m. except Sundays. This net is open to all licensed amateurs, and any amateur is encouraged to check in and join us. The PO tone for this repeater is 114.8. Also, good morning to all of our listeners. No matter where you are located, we appreciate every single one of you. And if you're listening and you want to get into this great FCC service and hobby, it's not that hard. Hamstudy.org will help you if you want to do it electronically, and there are myriad books if you want to do it by holding a book in your hand. So it's not that hard to learn the technician test to get your feet in the water. And once you get your feet in the water, I can guarantee you're going to go into deeper water. Trust me. All right, before I give you my list of who's already on that I've been listening this morning, let me send it back over to the Big J, WB8 BMW, W8WKY, so he can tell us what's in his agenda for today.
Well, I don't have anything really on the agenda. I think we're going to have to go get some groceries, though. We've been putting it off now for about 3 days, and we're down to C rations, so we'll have to go and get some good food. So everybody was pretty nice this morning. We didn't lose anybody that I know of. You see, Mark, he hasn't checked in yet, but he made in your net there, WB6BJN. Want to say if he's listening, good morning, Mark. And we'll turn it back over to you, Stefan. And I got to see Javen yesterday. Boy, he's growing. He's growing like crazy. He's still a fine young fellow, though. Alrighty, Stefan, we'll turn it over to you, and you take care. Everybody, be nice now, and be safe, and be well. WB8 BMW, back to net.
WB8 BMW, W8WKY. Yeah, I had lunch. I was very blessed to have lunch with Jabin about 2 weeks ago down at the Valley Cafe in Wadsworth, right across from where he works, and just down one little tiny hop from where Ron, KBA-TPQ, is located. So it was good to see Jabin there. At the restaurant, we sat and talked, had lunch, and then we went our merry ways. But I told him in the future I'd love to have lunch with him again. So glad to see he's doing good, growing. Well, when you said a bad weed earlier, I understand. I guess I just don't like the term bad weed, but he is growing like a weed out of control, but a good weed. Not correcting you at all, Jim, not at all. But it was just funny when I first heard that. And I heard Craig on this morning, and Craig this morning was talking about a riding. And he was talking with John. It was good to see John, by the way, at the meeting. First time I think I met John was at this last meeting. And my friend Nancy, not a ham, but she just bought an electric, the LEC TRIC company, like John was talking about, electric trike. So, and she's been riding that this summer. So very, very cool. Everybody on your bikes. And also, one thing, break for time. Love hearing John, and I'll get back to you in about a second about that antique bike ride. I've been very blessed to fall into a wonderful 1999 Harley, but I don't think it passes for the antiques yet, so I got to wait several years before it becomes an antique. But other than that, though, I'd love to go on some other bike rides in the future. So anyways, that's it for me rambling for a second or two. Let me tell everybody this morning, appreciate you all being here. I'm using NetLogger, and if you'd like to install it, just go to netlogger.org, and you will see the wonderful things that are happening. Let me give you my list so far, and then I'll take some in and out in short time and mobile check-ins. Let me tell you my list. All right, at the helm we had WB8, VMW, AA8, CT Craig, N8, YMY, John, N8, WS, Bill, K8, PMI, Phil, N9, TNJJ, KE8, SFS, Mark, KD8, ZSH, Randy, W8, ELM, Eric, and I believe Eric is at breakfast this morning, so he's more than likely in and out. KF, why did I say KF? K5, CFY, maybe because of the rhyme. I like the roll of that. KB8, TPQ, Ron will get to you just a little bit. AC8AT, and John did say he was going to be in and out because he has to do some stuff this morning. KE8, MMY, Chris, K4OG, Mark, WA8, GXX, Tom, W8, JAX, Rod, K8, JAX, Wendy, and then tagging along is K9 LUCY, and then also KB8 LJ. Charles, got you there, and I owe you $1. So I from Thursday's meeting. K8 MNT Tom, and I am now here with you, and I'm gonna do some check-ins. So I'd like to say that if you hadn't heard your number, your call sign, or your name on that list, then I already got you there. But if you'd like to check in and tell me that your mobile is short time, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Saturday morning Barometer Net, and please call using your call sign phonetically, followed by alphanumerically, phonetically, alphanumerically. Helps me get them on the log a little bit better. Please call W8WKY, and also please let me know if you are short time or mobile. If you've already heard your name and call sign, I'm going to get to you in just a little bit after this round of in and out short time and mobile check-ins. Good morning, everyone.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB. Short time. Morning, Stefan.
WE8 WIZ in and out.
NAWB in the net. Whiskey 8 Tango Delta W8 TD John in Wadsworth in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia, and I'll be in and out. KF8 ERZ.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, we had KE8 TLB, Randy, appreciate that. We'll get right back to you. WE8 WIZ, Bob, what a great evening last night. Always hang out with Bob on Friday nights. Fantastic. We had another fantastic evening. We were a little short this week. Last week we had a full house in the driveway, but we were good. It was a good time. Good time was had by all, as they say. And Bob is a really good friend of mine, a very good friend. And he always tells me I need to get out more often, but but I appreciate you, Bob. Thank you so much. All right, and he was in and out. Appreciate that. W8TD John, in and out. Also one of our VEs down there for the Sarah VE teams for testing. And KF8 ERZ Terry, who also said he was in and out, I believe. And we do appreciate that down there in West Virginia. And speaking of West Virginia, KE8 TLB, W8 WKY, and I think I think Randy's got a new welder, as a matter of fact. I'm just kidding, Randy, but go ahead, my friend. You're up.
Hey, good morning, Stefan. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB. Yeah, my real good friend got me a welder, so yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that. But yeah, I'm going down to West Virginia next weekend to down to Parkersburg to work on my frame on my truck. I found some bad spots on it, so my friend down in West Virginia told me to come on down and we'd take care of it. Got to take the bed and stuff off of it, so it's going to be a weekend project. So very blessed to have both of my friends, and blessed to have Sarah Club too. So Stefan, I appreciate you getting me in, buddy, and I hope you have a great day. Mr. Desmond got me up this morning at 6:30, and he's over here whining now, so he wants some attention. So, Steph, hope you have a great day. I appreciate you, buddy. And everyone have a great day. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB 73, and God bless to everyone. 73.
KE8TLB, W8, WKY, we do appreciate you being here. Randy, thank you so much. Good to see you and Ray on Thursdays. People don't know this, but third Thursday of every month, the Sarah group has our meeting, and we are we're doing pretty good in the sense of I get to go over their house and have lunch, which is a nice thing. It's always nice to have lunch over there with Randy and Ray. So dinner. I'm thinking today lunch, whatever reason that is. But anyways, it's always good to see them right before the meeting and having dinner. All right, moving up to the top of the list that I've already read, everybody, and we'll just see what AA8CT, if he's still here, W8WKY. Craig, before you get on that bike, if you're still here, go ahead, my friend. All right, I believe that he probably got on the bike, and I didn't hear that. So anyways, moving over to N8YMY. John, if you're still here, it's good to hear you. Good to see you on Thursday for the first time. Good, the eyeball cue, so as they say. You're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning.
8YMY. Yeah, we're just sitting here in the parking lot getting ready to go in and have some breakfast. Yeah, it was nice putting an eyeball on some voices there at the meeting Thursday. And yeah, that bike ride that I'm going on tomorrow, I know it's a little far south for probably a lot of the people listening on the net, but it's going to start in Maslin at the Erie Street Pub over right there by 2021 in Erie, a.m. sharp. And if anybody's interested in old, and I'm talking old now, we're talking some 30s, 40s, military bikes, service cars, all kinds of stuff, old British bikes. We'll be starting, and we'll be heading out there. There's usually a pretty good crowd watching us leave. It's all 1984 and older, and like I said, in the years past, we usually average about 200 or over. So it's really cool, and it's fun, and it's interesting to see a lot of the old guys that have owned the bikes for many, many years. Myself, the bike I'll be riding, I've owned 41 years, a 1975 Shovelhead. So with that, I am going to go and get some breakfast. So have a great net, Stephen, and we'll talk to you soon. N8YMY, John.
N8YMY, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you for sharing that information. Yeah, it was good to see you on Thursday nights. It's always good to see you. So, and everybody that's meeting there. So, thank you so much for joining us and for letting us know about the bike rally. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I was talking with Bob. Bob and his late wife Carolyn used to go on a lot of bike runs. He told me about, which are kind of interesting. Never did one of those, but they did the poker runs too. That kind of made me kind of happy. I'd like to try a poker run. That would be kind of fun, I think. But yeah, very cool. Good to have you here. And I'm going to move over to I'm going to get the Florida people in really quick because I know they're walking and see how they're doing. WHAX and KHAX. Rod and Wendy, you're up, my friends. Great to have you here this morning.
Well, good morning there, Stefan, and to all on the net this morning. This is W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian, along with Miss Wendy, and I think she's waving. She was going to say hello to you, but Miss Lucy, K9LUCY, had other ideas about moving forward. She's on a trail of some sort of scent out there. But anyway, we're starting out at 74 degrees here in Jacksonville under partly cloudy skies. I guess we're going to go up to the mid to upper 80s today, so it'll be another typical Florida day. And our seas out on the Atlantic are starting to calm down now. 5 to 6 footers out there is all we have after the hurricane passed through. And I know Chuck was mentioning about e-bikes there and sidewalks. I'm excited. I'd like to get an e-bike as well, and I might just do that. But I do wish they wouldn't crank their speed up to 20 to 30 mile an hour on a narrow pedestrian sidewalk. We've had that happen to us several times. Wendy and I and Lucy will be on a walk, and all of a sudden, we don't have eyes behind our head, but all of a sudden there'll be this 20, 30 mile an hour e-bike coming up behind us, startles us, dog gets spooked, and then they pass looking at you like, get out of the way, you old man. You're slowing me down. Anyway, e-bikes, I would like to get one, and they sound like a lot of fun. With that, I'll turn it back to the net there. Everyone have a great weekend. W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
WAHAX and KHAX, we do appreciate you, and K9LUCY, we do appreciate all of you for always checking in, for being there. I do miss you guys, man. Miss you guys a lot. But hopefully I'll be coming down there. I got 4 people down in Florida, so I'm going to have to make a global trip one of these days. So I got KC8, VK8, good friend up here, Frank Roman, goes down there with his wife. They live here in North Olmsted, but they have a place in the Panhandle. I got another friend from my church that just recently went down there. He's not a ham, but his name is TC Biggs. And then I got you guys. So I'll have to make one of those global trips, man. Maybe even during hamcation. One of these days I'll have to go down there. But yeah, electric bikes are nice. My friend Nancy bought a electric one. It's spelled LECTRIC. She bought a trike, and she likes it. But I was looking at them. I like the ones with the big wheels because I like going off-road and stuff. So I've been thinking about it. Her bike is really, really fast. When you start pedaling, you put it on 5. But seeing that it's a trike, you can't make turns really quick when it's on 5. Trust me. Oh, anyways. All right. Well, good to have you both here this morning. We'll jump over to KPMI, W8WKY. Phil, you're up, my friend, if you're still there. It's great to have you here. All right, Phil must have 73 too. Wow, all these people 73, and well, makes the net go a little bit faster. So let me do, I don't know if he's still here, but if not, we'll go N9TN. I heard you a little bit earlier. W8WKY. JJ, if you're up, if you're here, you're up. All right. Well, I'm drawing a blank, but here, we're going to take a commercial break. I kid you, but let me grab some of the marks really quick. K8SFS, W8WKY. It's great to have you here, Mark.
That's right. Yeah, right. You're funny, Stephanie. Let me get on my weather. It's 62 degrees out there. It's a light fog, but I look out there out my window, and it don't look very much light fog. Don't look fog at all. a few clouds and that, and I could see the sun coming up. I don't know what they're talking about. And supposed to get up to 80 degrees today, and feel like 62, and a 1% chance of rain. And wind is 10 miles per hour west-southwest. Gas price is $2.79 to $2.88 all around Wagner. And let me drop it for a bit.
W8WKY.
Ain't that right? Anyhow, I don't know if you heard, I cracked my car up. I got an oil bill Thursday after coming back from the doctor office, and it kind of the hood is kind of raised up, and the grill is kind of smashing away, and the one low beam headlight is not turning on. I don't know what's going on with that, but other than that, I'm okay. Nobody got hurt, and except my pot. I'm working. I got the tip, and I paid that yesterday. It's $141 now here in Wadsworth for a clear distance. It was $29 back in December. $129 that is in December, and now it's $141. So it went up. Let's see. But other than that, doing okay and everything. Got doing a little bit of word search, and I feel a little better today than I did a couple of days ago. Other than that, I got to find out somebody who can work on my car. Can't go to the collision place. They want too much money for the work. I got to have somebody work in the backyard to work on my car. But other than that, it's drivable. It's still drivable. But I got to not go out at nighttime. And that.
KE8 SFS W8WKY. I wasn't sure if you ended your conversation. Well, I'm not hearing you. I'm hearing you hit the repeater, but you want to try one more time? Maybe something happened on your end.
I'm hitting the repeater. Not hitting the repeater. I don't know. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. I'll give it back to you, Stephen. Sure, sir.
KE8SFS W8WKY. I heard you that time, my friend. So, yeah, we got you there. Appreciate that. All right, let me jump up really quick. He checked in on the AIM window, and we'd like to help people out when they're checking in. And, Randy, by the way, I saw your text message. I got you there in and out. And we'll talk to you next time, my friend. But anyways, N8WS W8WKY. Bill and Judy, it's great to have you here, my friend. You are up.
W8WKY in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, all of that. Yeah, we got a partly cloudy sky this morning. Looks like it's going to have a good day, though. Let me see here. Air quality index this morning is at 56. That's in the moderate range. My sunrise 6:46. My sunset 8:17. Today 13 hours 31 minutes. I got 64 degrees this morning. Humidity 96%. Wind speed south of 3. Barometer 2999. Dew point 63 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is partly sunny, with a high near 81. Calm winds becoming southwest 5 to 9 miles an hour in the morning. Solar flux indices this morning is at 136. Sunspot number 51. A is 8, K is 1. Geomagnetic field is very quiet. No E-skip predicted. Haven't checked the HF bands this morning for some reason. Tropo this morning is between a 1 and a 4, depending on where you live. It's a 4 down along the river in West Virginia. SpaceWeather.com. Late season knocked it loose in clouds. It's first article. Next one is bright far side CME. On August 21st, fast-moving CME flew away from the far side of the sun, forming a complete halo around the solar disk. Luckily for us, that won't affect us at all. It's going to hit Mars, though. Currently, there's 6 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me. Everybody have a great weekend. Get on the radio and have some fun. W8WKY in the group, 7-3 everyone, and 8WS.
And 8WS, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, Bill. Bill was one of the first people that I met in amateur radio when I first went to West Park Radio Ops. And Bill and Judy, so that was really cool. And then I remember a year or two later, their son Billy got his amateur radio ticket. So, and Judy's an amateur as well. So very, very cool. The amateur family. They're professional in experience, but amateur in radio. There you go. I'll do voiceovers. Well, actually, I do. So moving over to K5 CFY W8WKY. Ray, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning.
November 8, Whiskey Bravo in the net, K5 CFY. Morning, Stefan. Thanks for running the net, doing a wonderful job as usual. Good to hear you. It's been a while since I've talked to you, but good to hear everybody out there in Ohio, and hope everybody has a great Saturday. And with that, I'll just say 73 to you, and I'll get off here and let you get on down the list. Ray, this is Ray, K5 CFY. I'll give it back to you. K5 CFY.
K5 CFY W8WKY, we do appreciate it. Good to see you in the AIM window, too, there on the net logger software. That's the other beauty about the net logger that we always tell people. Not only can you see the net happening in all of its glory, but there's an AIM window that you can actually type messages into the net controller or anybody else on the net and do a little chatting while the net logger is open, so which is kind of neat. And if you're in the AIM window and you log in, you can also throw a message up there that says, hey, get me on the log, and we'll throw you in on our next available space. So very cool. Good to hear you, Ray. Thank you, my friend. All you do, way more than me, but man, yeah, a lot of weather everywhere been happening out there in Oklahoma and other places. Kind of unique this year, but very cool. KB8 TPQ W8WKY. Ron, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning.
This is KB8 TPQ. Good morning, Stefan, and all the netizens and listeners. Yeah, I've been listening in to all the chit-chat and looking over at the treadmill, and it's blinking at me and saying I need to get on. So thanks for checking me in, and thanks for taking a little time for Javen. Yep, he's quite a young man, and now that he's graduated, he's working full-time, and we appreciate that. This is KB8 TPQ, back to net control.
KB8 TPQ W8WKY, we do appreciate you, Ron. Yeah, you couldn't get a better employee, my friend. You really couldn't. He's got good personality, good vibe with people, and he just smiles a lot, and that's a good thing, especially when you're working in business. So very cool. And yeah, I think he's going to go places with you guys and further on in the future. So very, very cool. We want to say thank you to AC8AT who checked in and out this morning with Jim, and we're going to go over to KE8MMY W8WKY. Chris, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning. Well, Chris, I think I heard you hit the repeater if you'd like to try it again.
W8WKY.
All right. Well, we'll come back to Chris in just a little bit and see if he was having a problem. I know he was out and about. I think he was on an HD or something. But K4OG, W8WKY. Mark, you're up, my friend. Great to see you at the meeting on Thursday.
W8WKY. November 8, Whiskey Bravo and the group. It's K4OG. Yeah, it was great to see everyone at the meeting, and new faces. That was cool. Well, Stephen, there's the history. Yesterday, I got off work. I was going to take care of some business. Went up to Pearl Vision Center, wanted to get some duplicate glasses made, but they were closed on Fridays. And then I wanted to go over there and talk to Aspen Dental about a bill, and they were closed too. They closed early. So everybody wants off on Fridays or an early Friday. I can't blame them. So came home and wanted to do something productive. We made a couple of corrections on the minutes from last month. Got that out of the way, and I was like, well, let's go ahead and make the minutes from the other night. So I sent that out. You probably got a copy, and I saw a arbitrary 0 in there, so I got to take that out. And I included a graphic. What do you call it? A GIF. Graphic interchange format of Smog in his treasure. That's just signifying Mike when he was out there. He learned that the Starlink had changed its terms, requiring $5 a month to keep the roaming option. Yeah, Mike was shaking his head at the meeting on that one. Stephen, I'm on the Conecuh County Conecuh Sausage website. I know we had Conecuh Sausage at the picnic last year. I think it was good with most people. Anyway, I thought I might just order a box of that and bring it to the picnic with pending your approval. And I guess I better get to the weather before I time out. It's 65 degrees here, 85% humidity. I still got 1,001 millibars, and it was falling, a couple of days ago. There you go, Stephen, K4OG. Back to W8WKY and the group.
K4OG, W8WKY. You got to ask me about food, dude. I'd eat a cricket if you cooked it in enough butter and other good stuff. Oh, no, that's good sausage, actually. Yeah, that would be great if you'd bring that. And I think the club would highly thank you. And, I believe he's just speaking about the Sarah picnic, by the way, Ray, in case you're interested to come down, K5CF5. It is September 7th. Come on down, jump on a plane. We'll see you here. It would be great to have an eyeball QSO with you and KI5OZZ. If you guys could all get on a plane, come on down for the picnic. That'd be great. I know a lot of that stuff's not possible, but, yeah, the picnic is the September 7th over there at the Eagles, so it's going to be a good day at the Eagles that day. So it's a Sunday afternoon, as a matter of fact. And then I have an event I got to go to right before that and then right after that. So I'm a 3-event day for me. But anyways, we're going to move over. Appreciate you being here, Mark, and we'll get together soon one of these days. Maybe we'll go grab coffee or a sandwich or lunch or something. Boy, the sausage is already making me hungry. W8GXX, W8WKY. Tom, you're up, my friend. Great to have you here this morning. In case I miffed that call sign, I might have WA8GXX in case. Tom, if you're here, if not, I'll move over to Charles. All right, not heard right now, but we'll put him on the not heard list. Not the naughty list, that's a different list, but Although the book that he was talking about, The Capable Awake, might have been close to the naughty list, but I'm just I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, KB8, LJ, W8, WKY, Charles, it's great to have you here this morning, and thanks for the selling me that the Pi 400. And then I looked when I was downloading the software to get it updated, because I've had Pis, as you know. I think we've all had Pis, Raspberry Pis. But I love that I always wanted one of those with the keyboard and everything in there. I do owe you $1, and hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday for the Nor's luncheon coming up in like 2 weeks. But yeah, and then I saw they have the 500 out now too, the Pi 500 in a keyboard. So I might in the future pick one of those up too. Always wanted two, and I'm going to build an amateur radio software computer out of that little unit you sold me. But anyways, me rambling, you up, my friend. KB8 LJ.
W8WKY from KB8LJ. Well, we don't have all that much to say at this point. I was talking about e-bikes on sidewalks earlier. I'm really amazed that, as near as I can tell, anybody who has an e-bike or an e-trike, there's no licensing requirement for the things like there is for gasoline-powered motor vehicles. And if the law makes a distinction saying that only gasoline-powered ones need to be licensed, that's rather strange indeed. But I do feel that some licensing requirements there might be appropriate, and I remember had to get it licensed. You get a little sticker or a little miniature license plate, but the cops would really hassle you if you were riding an unlicensed bicycle. So with that, KB8LJ, back to net.
KB8LJ, W8, WKY, we do appreciate you being here, my friend. Yeah, and I get it. I understand. My first bike was a tricycle, which I didn't need to have licensed, and my second bike was an 18-inch one-speed. Was it 18? It was like a 10-speed, but only one speed. So that was a great bike. It was the height of a 10-speed back. So it was a nice bike. And then my uncle, for many years, let me to work where he was, because I worked for my uncle at Brothers Upholstery and the strip there in West Boulevard in Lorraine. He got a moped, and mopeds you didn't need to have a license back then. So yeah, I get it. I understand. And if they would just be better riders and obey the laws, it wouldn't frustrate people as much. But yeah, it's an interesting thought. But I remember when it was an interesting thing about mopeds. They did have pedals you could pedal, but it'd be like trying to pedal a mini bike. And the pedals were there for show on a moped. All right, let's see if KMNT, W8, WKY. Tom, if you're up, you're here. Great to have you this morning.
W8 WKY, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Stefan, everybody else that's there. Let's see, we're going to start off with 65 degrees this morning with a 94% humidity. There's no wind out there whatsoever, and we haven't had rain for a good while again. The barometer is sitting at 29.95 with today's high of 83 degrees, partly sunny, with 5% chance of rain. So we might see a little bit of sun today. In fact, we see it now. It's coming up, but don't know how long it's going to be there. So we'll see. Not too much. Well, I have a 35-year Persian Gulf reunion to go to today. So Linda and I are going to head to that and have some fun, and then after that we may end up heading over to the Maslin Club Ohio QSO party that's going on today. I think something like from 10 to midnight or something like that. And we're probably either participate there or come back home and I'll get on the air here. So looks like it's going to be a full day. At least we hope it is. Let's see. Really don't have anything else, so let me grab a quick nickel here. K8MNT back. Well, let's see. During a visit to my doctor, I asked him, how do you determine whether or not an older person should be put in an old age home? Well, he said, we fill up a bathtub and we offer a teaspoon, a teacup, and a bucket to the person and ask them to empty the tub. I looked at him and I said, well, I understand. A normal person would use the bucket because it's bigger than the spoon or the teacup. He goes, no. He said, a normal person would pull the plug. Would you like a bed near the window? So with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to W8WKY.
K8MNT W8WKY. We do appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you, Tom. Oh, man, pull the plug. You got me. Would you like a bed near the window? You're always doing that, man. You are always doing that. No, but you have some of the best humor around. Yes, and the Ohio QSO party today starts at 1600 Zulu, which is, I believe it's right around what you said. And that was one of the first contests I ever listened to and shortly participated in when I got my license many years ago. And I was at a friend's house. He had set it up in his father's barn, his radio, and we sat there for a little bit and worked some of the Ohio QSO. I'd like to get more involved in that, but I got a couple things that I got to do before I can really get into doing some of those. And coming up, it's also the OSPODA coming up the first couple weeks of September. Ohio State Parks on the Air, and that's a big one. If you go back there in the records, I don't remember when, but if you look at the PDFs, the year that I participated in, the very first year I participated in, I got 6th place. They gave paper awards to the first 5, but I was so tickled to be the first contest get 6th place, so that was kind of neat. But anyways, we do appreciate you being here, my friend, and thank you so much for that. KC8FQB, who checked in on the AIM window, W8WKY. Mark, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning. KC8FQV, if you're still there. All right, not heard. We're going to move over to KF8ETU. KF8ETU, W8WKY.
Good morning. This is KF8ETU, Adam in New Franklin. Getting your license. I've had my license just a little over a week now, and enjoying the net and exploring the hobby. But you can get into the hobby for about $100 with everything, and even get a free radio through QRZ.com and Gigapark. So it's been fun to get into. Enjoying the net, especially the Barometer Net here. I'm busy at work, so don't always get to participate, but I am this Saturday morning as I sip my coffee. So thank you, and I hope to make a club meeting or some event soon and meet all of you.
QV.
All right, give me just a sec, Mark. Adam, KC8FQV, I'm sorry, KF8ETU. We do appreciate you being here, Adam. Thank you so much for that. And, yeah, thank you for joining us. A little scratchy, but you know what? That happens, and as we move and drive along. And I heard from Mark, I believe. Mark was up. So, Mark, if you want to go ahead, and KC8FQV, I called you just a little bit ago, but you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here.
All right, yeah, I was just on RF, but I came over to the DV switch, but I had to open the screen up again, so yeah, I was getting ready. So that what happened. I was trying to, because the screen went, the screen, you know, the phone goes, when DV switch, it goes to sleep sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to run up to Waldemere today. Yeah, the Randolph Fair was over there a couple of times this week. It's still going until Sunday. So it's great hearing everyone, and yeah, I just figured I'd throw it on the AIM window, and we hope you pick it up, which you normally do, so that's good. So I know, because you called me, so I'll send it back to the net control, KC8FQV.
KC8FQV, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being there. Anybody listening can do me a really quick favor. My signal degrade in on RF, please let me know. All right, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, Mark. Thank you so much. Something happened to my signal, so I'm jumped on the clear node now, and I'll finish the net here on the clear node. So I do appreciate everyone here. We're at the bottom of the list, and we are taking check-ins. Check-ins for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. And we're going to see if you'd like to check in this morning. We are running right now right about 26 people on the net, including myself. And so if you'd like to check in, please give us your call sign phonetically and then alphanumerically. Let me know if you're short time or mobile. I'll get you on the log. And also, I know there's a hum on my clear node, so there's a thing in my basement that I got to deal with because that's where my clear node is. But I know some people will tell me that, but I do appreciate every single one of you. But anyways, anyone wants to check in, please, for the remainder of the night, please give me a call. W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Echo Golf Hotel, Kevin and Hiram, KE80GH. NAWB, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. Nick, down the farm.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, by John Vogel with KF8ETP.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, KE8EGH got you there. KD8SLG. Nick, and the first one was Kevin. Nick and Kevin. KE8UIB John, and I got you with KF8EGT. And somebody doubled with John and EGT. Whoever that was, if you want to give me a call again, I'll get you on the log.
W8WK.
Kilo Charlie 0 Lima Romeo Mike, KC0 LRM Kelly in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay, I'm probably doubling again. Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, AB8MO, Andy on EchoLink.
All right, I got KC0LRM Kelly and AB8MO. We appreciate that. We'll get right back to everyone. Well, we're going to start at the top of this short list with KE8EGH. Kevin, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I got a busy week coming up here. I got electric getting ran to the garage. Kind of excited about that. So I don't have to run it off extension cord anymore, because at one time it had its own meter, and yeah, it's detached. Electric company hasn't gotten back to me, plus I guess they charge commercial rates for detached buildings, so don't want to deal with that. Great Geauga County Fair starting next week, Thursday night. I'm getting ready for the Derby. Kind of pumped up about that a little bit. I like doing that, even though next morning is a little rough. Other than that, everybody be safe, have a good week, and yeah, I'll talk to you next weekend. KE8EGH.
KE8EGH, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, a lot of stuff's happening around here, but we do appreciate you checking in and always being here. And we just talked about you on Thursday night, as a matter of fact. I was talking nothing bad. I was talking with Andy about you out there in the area there, in the Geauga County area. So I'm going to be down there next week with some friends for the Geauga County Fair, as a matter of fact, which comes up on Thursday. It starts on Thursday and ends on Labor Day. Oldest fair in Ohio, oldest county fair in Ohio. So very, very cool. And I should see some people down there. And I actually helped out the club out one year. I did a day of service for the amateur radio club down there working the fair. That was a fun day. I'd like to do that again in the future. Just wasn't early enough to get involved this year. KD8SLG, W8WKY. Nick, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here today. Good seeing you Thursday.
Hey, WB, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Stefan and all the Barometer Netizens. Special howdy there to Kelly out in Wichita. All right, man. Good to hear you this morning, Kelly. I slept in this morning. So there. Glad I caught the tail end here to say good morning to you. You're almost unlistenable, Stefan. We gotta fix that, man. Talk to you later on. Everyone have a great day. 73, all y'all. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
KD8SLG, W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here. Thank you, Nick, and thank you for that. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out here in my shack. I was doing good in the beginning, and we'll figure it out. We'll get some way to change that. I'm working at it as I'm talking, so we'll see what happens. KE8UIB, W8WKY. John, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here today.
And AWB from KE8UIB. Good morning, Steph, and everybody out there on the net. And I am with Lori, the lovely KF8DTP. And we are heading in. I have to work today, so she's coming into the shop with me and helping us out a little bit. And we hope to be out the door sometime early today. We got our push bikes strapped to the back of the truck, and we hope to hit a trail or something to get a little bit of pedaling in and get that good cardio going on this Super Saturday. But we just wanted to jump on, and as we are in Hartville now, and probably about 2 miles out from my job. So with that, I just want to wish everybody a Super Saturday, and this is KE8UIB with KF8DTP, and we just want to say 7-3s, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Stephen.
KE8UIB, W8WKY. We do appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for joining us all the time. I did want to get a clarification because I screwed up her call sign. So if you could give me her call sign again, I'll get that on the log, and then I'll move over to Dana.
All right, Stefan, that is Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Delta, Tango, Papa, KF8, DTP.
KF8 DTP, we do appreciate that. And my fingers are just having a problem today typing stuff in, but I'll have it correct on the log. We do appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. We're going to move over to KC0 LRM. And Kelly, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here today.
Hey, Stefan, thanks for getting me in there. And just waving a hand back at Nick there for the farm. I'm kind of slept in a little bit this morning. I'm just now my first cup of coffee. Glad to be here. I've dealt with the power to the garage thing recently, too. I know all about that because when I first bought this house, somebody had just wired it into the breaker box, and every time I would turn on my miter saw, I'd throw a breaker. So I finally got somebody to put in an extra fuse, so that problem's resolved. So I understand about the power to the garage. We're supposed to have a little cool down here starting today, I think, so I'm waiting for that. So I think the high is going to be in the 80s the next couple of days, and some of the lows are even going to be maybe down in the 50s, so that's definitely going to be fun. And today should be the start of college football. I think was it Kansas State and Iowa State playing Dublin, so that ought to be kind of fun. I'm ready for that. That's all I got. I'll let you get on down the list there and get some more check-ins, and everybody have a good one, and hope to hear y'all on the Barometer Net this afternoon. I'll head back to you.
KC0LRM W8WKY. We do appreciate you being here, Dana. I'm sorry, Kelly. My apologies. And it's so nice to hear you today down there in Wichita. Appreciate that. And yeah, we're going to move over really quick to AB8MO W8WKY. Andy, it was great seeing you at Thursday's meeting. You're up, my friend. AB8MO W8WKY.
I seem to be having a problem with my other radio. Well, I don't know why. Hold on. Yeah, it stopped transmitting a PL for some reason. That's why I'm not getting into the repeater. 110.9. And is it on? So one thing I don't like about this 991A, it's so convoluted. The CTCSF encode is in a different menu than the frequency, which makes absolutely no sense. Anyhow, yeah, that was why I wasn't getting in. All right, well, having a little bit of discussion on what we want to do for the grand prize next year for the Warren Ham Fest. It was, there's talk of, do we want to just give away like a $1,000 DX gift certificate for next year and not get a physical grand prize? Or if people actually want the grand prize, you know, not everybody wants an HF radio, not everybody wants a dual band radio. Some people like seeing their prizes, some people don't care, you know. So just trying to make these kind of decisions here before early on. If anybody wants to be a Hamfest chairman, let me know. I gotta join the Warren Club, but we'll gladly let you in. It's an enjoyable job sometimes it's a very stressful job. So it was great seeing you as well, Stefan, at the meeting. And I'll throw it back to you. NAWB, this is AB8MO.
W8WKY.
AB8MO, W8WKY. We do appreciate you being here. Thank you, Andy. And yeah, let me give you a call one of these days, or even when I'm down there next week for the Geauga County Fair. I'd be interested in that position there for the Warren thing, and I'll join the club. It's not a problem, because I think that ham radio is a cool thing, and it's a good service for the FCC. It's a good hobby, too, and a lot of people aboard, and, yeah, I'd love to talk about that. That would be kind of cool. Throw my hat in the ring for that. That'd be kind of neat. And as far as I go, of course, you know, I'm one vote, but I love radios. I love radios as prizes, and I haven't won one. But, well, actually, I take that back. At one of the Sarah picnics, I won one of those raffle prizes, raffle ticket things, and I won one of those little battery-operated, all-band, like a wireless radio, the old-fashioned one that picks up all kinds of stuff. So, but not a radio that you can transmit on, so to speak. But anyway, it's great to have you here this morning, Andy, and hope that you're doing good. Let me break for time. All right, this is November 8 Whiskey Bravo, also W8WKY, Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. Just give some people some feedback. What happened? Apparently my battery level went low, and I had checked my battery. I checked my battery before any net, and I thought I had enough power to go, but apparently my LiFo 4 went under the mark, and that's why my signal went down. So I just want to let you know in case our good friend Dr. Jack is listening. He was the first one to let me know that, and then Nick let me know that too. I appreciate all of you for telling me that. So I jumped on repeater phone on my iPhone. It's good to have Allstar on a repeater, because that fills in the blanks when you can jump on some other form of transmitting. So very, very cool. And I will make sure that battery is charged up. And like I said, that battery has done me net after net after net after net without charging, so to speak. But now it's, for some reason, I thought I had enough power. Anyways, enough me rambling. We are going to take our last check-ins because it's at the top of the hour, and then we'll send it over to W8CTM. So if there's anybody else that would like to check in, please give me your call sign phonetically and then alphanumerically, and I will get you on the log. Please call. And thank you to all of our listeners.
Kilo 8, Uniform Kilo Zulu. This is Alan over in Cuyahoga Falls, 7-3 stall, and I'm in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, K8 VOX, Scott, Vermilion, in and out.
In Willoughby, checking in.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Foxtrot Charlie, Randy from Drumville.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, this is what I had. K8 UKZ, Allen, KE8 VOX, Scott. I think I heard Joe in there, and I had KE8 CFC. Joe, if that was you, give me your call sign again. I'll throw you on the log, and I believe the one right after you was KE8 CFC.
November 8, Juliet, Kilo, Oscar, Joe and Willoughby.
All right, that is you, my friend. Good to hear you, Joe. I'll get right back to you. We had 4 check-ins on this round, and we are going to run these, and then we'll send it over to Carrie to close us out. A little bit of issue in the shack today, but not a whole lot. Only happened near the end of the net, so I'm glad, and I'll get that battery charged up and make sure that that doesn't happen again. So now I know what to look for. K8 UKZ was in and out. We do appreciate that, Alan, so thank you so much. K8 VOX, W8 WKY. Scott, you're up, my friend. Great to have you here this morning.
Well, good morning, Stefan. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8 VOX Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie. Looks like we're going to have another beautiful day up here, Stefan. It's only 68-degree air temperature. The lake's I got a little chop to it, but not much. Waves are probably a foot or less, and the water temperature's already down to a 75.9. These cool days are making her drop pretty good, but that's all I got, Stefan. Busy weekend. My sister's up from Florida, so been doing family functions and stuff like that, events. She don't get up too often, so having fun time with her, and that's pretty much it. KE8VOX sending it back to net control.
KE8VOX W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, Scott. Thank you so much for always checking in and always doing stuff with us. It's a good person to have there from Vermilion. And I believe the person before our call sign I screwed up was supposed to have been a KE8UKZ, who was in and out this morning, and I apologize for leaving the E out, but KE8UKZ, thank you for checking in there and being a part of the net with us. And once again, we're going to move over to N8JKO W8WKY. It's always good to hear Joe on the net. Joe used to be one of our fellow Tri-C employees, and loved seeing him when he would come down the West Campus or when I worked at Metro and had to run over to the media building. But anyways, Joe, N8JKO, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here today.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. Well, we got 62 degrees here along the beautiful North Coast in Willoughby, Ohio, and it's cloudy right now, but I'm looking forward to a much better day. Schedule for events, grandkids, and grandkids. My eldest grandson has got a baseball game. He plays fall ball, and he's got 2 games scheduled up. Tomorrow, my grandson Joey is playing football, so he will have his game scheduled in I think round 1 or 2, and that'll be plenty for the weekend. Other than that, just taking care of general business here, there, and everywhere else. Of course, I'm scratching my head. I'm trying to find presenters for Lake County Amateur Radio Association for our monthly meetings. Seems I'm coming up a little dry, so I'm going to have to start drilling. So with that, I'm going to send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless, and 7-3. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
N8JKO W8WKY, we do appreciate you being here, Joe. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, Ken Dorsey is going to do a presentation for us next month. Maybe you could reach out to him. He's going to be actually doing a presentation, unless you guys have already done it, on FreeDV, which is the neat program that allows you to do digital audio on HF. And I believe you can even do it, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked at it, and I could be wrong, I think you can use it for 2-meter as well. Not on repeaters, but out in the open. So point to point, but let you do digital. And I heard that it's a really good program. So he's setting that up to run it. And then maybe I'll give you a call. Maybe we can get something in there. I know a couple other people, or even maybe something myself. So yeah, maybe help you out there. But appreciate you always checking in and hanging out with us. And Joe's one of the good guys at Tri-C who helped with a lot of stuff. Good to hear that you're doing a lot of stuff with your grandkids. That's fantastic. I get to do stuff with my nephews. They're 7 and 5, and so they're just great kids. So I totally understand it. A little bit better for you that they're grandkids, but nephews are just as good. So KE8CFC, I believe. W8WKY. Kevin, you're up, my friend. It's great to have you here today. Well, I didn't think he was in and out, but I'll try one more time. KE8CFC, if you're here, you're up.
W8WKY.
Stefan and everyone on the net. I'd like to announce that we have a Gold Rush Days, Labor Day weekend, and we'll have prospectors on the air. Youth groups that visit our claim throughout the year can come in and learn, and we will award around 15 handheld radios and miscellaneous accessories.
All right, I believe that was
The
Kevin.
awards will be Saturday afternoon around 5:30, 6 o'clock. We are right between Butler and Belleville. So if anyone would like to jump in and help teach some youth or just visit, we'd really appreciate it. It's KF8 CFC.
All right, I believe I had the call sign wrong. That was my fault. I thought it was a KE8CFC. So we got you there, my friend. Thank you so much. And I did correct that on the log, and good to hear that about helping the youth out there. And yeah, that'd be something interesting to do. I'll make a note of that and then see how to get in touch with you in the near future. So very cool, my friend. All right, I'm at the bottom of the net list, and we are going to use this right now to move it over to Harry to close us out. It's been a nice net. We're 10 after the hour, and we're going to move over to W8CTM. Carrie, my friend, you are up. It's great to have you here today.
Good morning, Stefan, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this Super Saturday or what, scintillating Saturday or whatever it is, but it's going to be a great day. There's no doubt about it, and a good weekend. That's we're almost running out of time here for the good week or the great weekends. They'll be coming to a close here in another month or so, but that's the way that is. Anyway, Stefan, I heard earlier in the net there that your friend bought a electric e-trike, and she'll love it. She'll love it. I've got, that's what I have is an e-trike, and just turned over, I will today if I go for a ride. I'll turn over 2,000 miles on it, and I've had it 13 months, so it's been fun. It's a great trike. She'll love it. Takes a little while to get used to riding a trike compared to a bicycle, but once your body learns to handle it, she'll be loving it. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, that's about all I have on that. Today I got a class picnic. We've been out of school now 59 years ago. We graduated, and we're having a class picnic today out at the old Bob's Lake in Green. I don't know, probably nobody's heard of that place, but boy, it was very popular when we were kids growing up. There's no doubt about that. I think all of us learned how to swim at that lake, or most of us did anyhow. It was a great place to go back in the day. But we're going to have a picnic here today, and it'll be good to see some of the classmates. We get together quite often, really, for a high school class. We still have dinners, and at least once a month we get together, and that's probably unusual for high school people to do that this many years out. But it's always been a good class. We had a lot of fun. In 1966, we graduated. It's been a while ago. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning, so I'll say 73 here. This is W8 CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a super Saturday, and we'll turn it back to NAWB there. And Stefan, you can wrap it up. And a great net this morning. It was a really good net today. So anyway, everybody enjoy, and back to you, Stefan. W8 CTM here, 73.
W8 CTM, W8 WKY, also November 8 Whiskey Bravo. We do appreciate you being here, my friend. I think we timed it out a little bit at the end, but give me 1 second, a break for time. Well, Carrie, she's had it now. Nancy's had her E-Trike for a couple months, and she's doing good, I should say, on it. She did crash one time, but that was because her foot hit the ground, and it dragged for a second, and then it tipped her over. But she does have a helmet. She wasn't beat up badly, and she's back on it again, riding it. And there were a couple hot days she couldn't ride it because she can't deal with some of the heat for just a couple little health issues or whatever. And that's one of the reasons she got it. She does work out at the gym all the time, but yeah, she's doing good. And I rode it a couple times, and man, when you put it up to 5, man, that and you start pedaling, that thing moves, man. And you're just pedaling just a regular speed, and that thing is like flying. But anyway, anyways, it's a great thing to have. So give me 1 second, and I will close this out. All right, thanks to everyone who participated in today's net. Don't forget, breakfast at Bueller's every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. As a matter of fact, W8ELM checked in this morning on his way to breakfast. We do appreciate that, Eric. Don't know if you're still listening, but thanks for doing that on your way down there to Bueller's. And at this time, we're going to close this net. It was a good net this morning, other than my battery problem, but I appreciate Dr. Jack from Compact Antenna who texted me, good friend, and let me know that he can barely hear me, and then Nick who doubled that up. So appreciate that. I jumped on the repeater phone really quick through Allstar, and we kept the net going, and that's one of the reasons I like digital modes, that we can keep the net going, and I do appreciate every single one of you for putting up with my foible this morning. I'm going to try my best not to let that happen again, and I do love doing these nets, and at this time, we're going to close the net with 38 check-ins. I should say, my apologies, I think it was 37 check-ins. I don't want to be inerrant on that. 37 check-ins. So, and before I close this down, I'll let you know that I enjoy amateur radio, I enjoy all of you, and especially running nets. And I will get back with people that I said I would as soon as I possibly can. And thank you again, Carrie, for closing this out. And everybody who's listening, please, please, please have a great day today, a safe day. And remember, the radio is right at hand, man. So if you need to talk to somebody or need something, please reach out. And we'll say a prayer for everyone. Tomorrow's Sunday. And everyone have a great day. This repeater is returned to normal amateur use. NAWB and W8WKY are both clear. 73, my friends, and I'll see you on down the road.
W8WKY.